Hi, and welcome to episode 20 of Old Guys, Gentlemen's Flippers. And I tell you, the last knife that I got was this Ultra Light Neon, my first Shirogorov. And I have just been spoiled by the action of this blade. And not only but the other thing is, it has kind of wiped out the budget that I had. Ergo, not too many knife videos since the last time. So I've been in the search for other flippers that have the same sort of smooth closing action. I just love this knife. I'm actually selling one of my musical instruments to afford to get another one of these. But maybe I don't have to, because what I found through searches on the internet is this Kizer Cutlery Gemini. It's modeled KI 3471 and it is about a 3.12 inch blade. I think it's quite similar to the Neon Ultra Lite. And I had to fiddle with this. I had to oil it. I adjusted the tension of the lock bar. It was already pretty smooth when it came. The one complaint I had is that the edge was not sharp at all. And so I had to put my cami mirror edge on it. So now it's sharp as hell. In fact, cut myself while I was sharpening it. But, you know, it's like, it's about 95% of the Shirogorov. Maybe only 90%. It takes a little bit more effort and technique to get it to pop open like the other one, and just a little bit of coaxing to close it. And I could have adjusted the tension bar maybe a little bit more, but then that affects the flipping action and could eventually kind of make things a little unsafe. So it was already kind of easy to flip and to close before. I just made it a little bit easier. Some more stuff about the knife is it's got a drop point, nice flat finish, so that it was easy to sharpen. It's got a nice steel on it. You see, it's CPM 35 S35 VN. So it was not too difficult to sharpen. It came with an edge that was, I didn't measure it exactly, but it was probably 22, 23 degrees. And I ended up reprofiling it down to 19 degrees. By the way, that's going to be another episode. I've got some, they're called Gridomatic diamond stones for the KME sharpener, and I think it's also for other sharpeners as well. They're from Russia, and they use F rating grits. I sharpened on it and ended up having to use the strop to get more of a mirror finish, but I think I've gotten better than this without the Russian stones. But it could be that I missed a grit area and didn't completely erase all the grind lines, but it's still pretty good. Since it's not that far away in action, which is one of the reasons why I like the Shirogorov, but it's only $170 instead of, I think I paid $700 for this, or maybe it was $650. I got it on roostblade.com. But for $170 to get, another knife that is pretty close to the same, is a pretty good deal. And it makes my heart feel glad that I don't have to spend all my money forever getting knives that are just Shirogorovs. It's 3.65 ounces, so it's not that heavy. It's all titanium except for steel insert and the steel blade. The other thing I like, there's no recurve here, so it's easy to sharpen recurves, play havoc with the KME system. I mean, there are ways to do it, but I'd rather not if I don't have to. I'm not a screw expert, but I've read other reviews that the screws are not the best screws, and they hold them in with a red Loctite, I think, and I had to heat it with a heat gun to get to the point where I could undo this, making me a little nervous I might strip something, but it worked out fine. The instructions are very clear that if you open this thing up, you void the warranty. But for me, that's part of the fun of having a knife, is making it your own. Some other bad things about it is it's only tip up right-handed. If you're left-handed or like tip down, that's just not going to happen for you with this knife. Gosh, other than that, it's a real nice knife. There's nothing special about it except it's got a nice, simple design. It was designed by Ray Laconico in conjunction with working with Kizer. Now, this is my second Kizer knife, and the other one, which is the Dukes. I like that knife as well, although this is a step up in terms of action. One more comparison on size. I don't seem to have... did I bring any other knives? Oh yes, I do have another knife in my pocket. And this is the Kershaw Chili, I believe. A much less expensive knife, but interestingly enough, about the same size. I was also playing around with the tension on the lock bar here, and you know, I can close it pretty well, but I found out if I pulled this out too far that the detent, in particular at the bottom, became pretty weak. I mean, you could pull it out with almost not any tension at all, so that's what you kind of have to worry about. You can kind of get it down there. But I'm really happy with this knife. But for another $500 to $600, you can have yourself a Shirogorov. So I hope you got some value out of that. This is a good knife. I recommend it. Yeah, thank you.